Alright, so last episode we made two massive signings. First of all, bringing Pavlovic in from Bayern Munich to take over the CDM role from Danilo in the team, and also bringing Adeyemi to play the left-hand side of this team. And on his debut here, he made an instant impact. He was losing 1-0 to Liverpool, and he scored not only once, but scored twice here to get the victory later on. You can see here, scoring to get a victory against Liverpool on his debut. So a great impact from Adeyemi already in the series. And next up, we took on Manchester City here in a tough game in which we had some big chances to score early on, which we couldn't do so. After trailing 1-0, we got a goal courtesy of Oyhansen. Scored a great goal there, as you can see, to make it 1-1. And later on in this game, I believe we get a victory. A ball through to Sunset, played by Elanga. And Sunset was at the double in this one. Let's get into today's episode and hopefully continue our winning ways. And to kick off today's episode, we're going to take it on a hardest challenge yet, taking on Real Madrid here at the Bernabeu. So we've broken into the Champions League this season, and so far we're doing pretty well in the league phase. We've seen a bunch of games previously. We're going to play this one against Real Madrid due to them being one of the best teams historically in the Champions League, one of the best teams in the world. So let's get into this one. Obviously, Arda Güler will play against his former team, and hopefully we can get a big win and prove that Nottingham Forest are here to win another European trophy this season. Alright, so we'll go up against Real Madrid here with Arda Güler, the former player of Real Madrid, Adeyemi here. Can we get Sunset in behind us straight away in this game? Sunset actually does take this down. We could get a free kick in a good position. We're actually going to take this free kick here. Early on in this game, we have a free kick here on the edge of the box. If for Arda Güler possibly to take here, it will be Arda Güler taking this one. Obviously, Gibbs White last season for us did score a few free kicks. So let's see if Arda Güler can get one for himself here. Against his former team in Real Madrid, can Arda Güler open the scoring early on here, and then he hits the wall. Good start to the game here. As is Adeyemi. And Adeyemi here can hit one from range here. Adeyemi hits it, and it's off the bar. And here's Adeyemi again, already looking dangerous in the game. Adeyemi, low driven into the far corner. There we go. We've been dominant since the opening, in the opening 10 minutes of this game here. And Karim Adeyemi had to just hit in the crossbar a few moments ago here. Puts us ahead against Real Madrid here. You love to see it. It's a great finish there from him into the bottom corner. I do imagine Real Madrid are going to get back into this game and have a few moments of our own. We've been pretty good so far though in this one. It's only been 10 minutes, but it's a good low-driven finish there from Adeyemi into the far corner. No saving that for Thibaut Courtois in goal. And I think it was Rudiger who stepped out defensively and left the room in behind for Adeyemi to spin in behind with his pace and puts us 1-0 up against Real Madrid. That's a big goal for us in this game, taking the lead early on. Rodrigo, but there is Miguel Gutierrez, great defending from him. Fran Garcia, Rudiger and Van Dijk as their back four. It's a pretty good defence other than probably Fran Garcia. It's good to say different Trafford to Vinicius and scoring from range there. Ball width into the box, so headed clear by Adeyemi to Arda Güler. I believe Elanga here to try and send on a run here. Elanga here, the Swedish man with the pace. And hopefully get away here. Ante Elanga has done so. Can he make it 2-0? Yes, no, he's missed. How has he missed there? I thought that was a guaranteed goal. In here to Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius, Ousmane, and it's a good pass out to Rodrigo, but in terms of the actual play, I'm not too sure about it. And it's going to somehow go up for a corner. There's a goal kick actually, sorry. The game. There's our Sunset here. That's Van Dijk. They try and get past his Sunset. Adeyemi now, it's through. Adeyemi here to make it 2. And he's hit it straight at Thibaut Courtois. It's going to be a corner for us though. If I end up conceding that because of that, actually will be kind of a really good block. And he was a header as well. Now Adeyemi here can try and break away. It's up against Pedro Porro and Camavinga here. So hopefully we can get a bit of assistance there from Arda Güler. And the Sunset who can play it through to Anthony Elanga, who doesn't miss this time and makes it 2-0. That's some great play there from the team. That's pretty much how exactly I wanted that play to go. That's what I envisioned when I cut back, when I said I want some support from Arda Güler and Sunset. And Elanga made a good run there, played through. Not sure what Fran Garcia is doing. He was nowhere to be seen. And Elanga this time puts it into the bottom corner. Doesn't miss this time. And we take a 2-goal lead here at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid, which is a massive result for us so far. Kylian Mbappe. Great defending there from Diomande. Yes, he can. Sunset is in the box. Can we find him? Can he flick that on actually? Sunset to Adeyemi. And Adeyemi now can turn. Can't really get a shot away, but Arda Güler possibly can. A finesse shot from the Turkish international, denied by his former teammate in Thibaut Courtois. So this is a very big result for us so far here. Is Adeyemi. They could get worse at Real Madrid. Adeyemi shoots and Courtois denies us again though. And has the pace to catch up to him, but Vinicius has got the skills to cut inside there. And now here's Jude Bellingham. Bellingham, oh no. Into Vinicius. And what a save by James Trafford. And I'm not too sure if Real Madrid has somehow got a free kick and possibly a goal here. No, what a save there from Trafford again. Vlahovic. And now send Adeyemi. Adeyemi. Oh, what a touch inside there. And they can play it into Sunset, who's onside. Rudiger got a touch on that, but it actually helped us out more than it did any good for Real Madrid. And Oyhan Sunset makes it 3-0 here. Which, like I said earlier, now all three of our front line have scored in this game. Alanga, Adeyemi, and obviously Sunset scoring the goals for us in this one. And Rudiger there, that touch seriously helped us out there. I think if that was Sunset to take the touch, it would Rudiger would have possibly stopped us. It would have been able to make the challenge, but he took himself out of the situation. He tried to pass it back there to Thibaut Courtois to clear. Didn't get enough on it. And Sunset got to the ball and put it into the back of the net. And we're now 3-0 up here against Real Madrid. This is a big statement here in the Champions League this season that we could possibly go all the way to win it. So last season we won 4 trophies. So far this season we've won 2 already. Obviously both of them 2 pre-season trophies in the Community Shield and the UEFA Super Cup, but the trophies nonetheless. Obviously to win the Super Cup, we had to defeat the team that won the Champions League last season in Bayern Munich. Now Rodrigo, denied by his fellow Brazilian Rololo. Great defending from him again. Now Ardagula. Good turn there. And now into Adeyemi. Adeyemi. Sunset. Oh, trying to get that back through, but Van Dijk's there. Well, this should be the end of the game here. Vinicius. Great defending from Eddie Anderson. And that should be the 3 points right up with a 3-0 win. Away in Madrid. At the Bernabeu. We get a massive victory here. And that's a big statement win. Beating Real Madrid 3-0 away from home is a statement victory and a statement of intent to win this competition this season. We dominated them in this game. We're by far the better team and we deserve to win. And let's get into our next game. Up against Wolves, we get a 1-0 victory with Oscar scoring a goal in this one. Up against Man United, we're continuing our winning ways with Adeyemi scoring a goal in this game to get us a 2-1 victory over them. Against Aston Villa, get a 2-0 victory to continue our winning ways in the Premier League so far this season. Then the next game here, you'll see get a 2-1 victory back in the Champions League phase with Gutierrez and Gula scored against them. We get a 2-2 draw against Leicester, our first drop points in a while in this season. And up against Ipswich, we get a 2-1 victory here to continue our winning ways back in the Prem. And as you'll see here in a second, we take on Antwerp. We get a 3-1 victory to continue our winning ways in the Champions League as well. And up against Leeds, we get a 2-1 victory here. Alright, so after submitting all those games, we're going to take on Man United here. They're currently 5th in the table. We're currently top of the table, a few points clear of the teams below us. And a big win here at home at the City Ground against Man United. We'll see us go further clear at the top of the table. Let's get into the squad and hopefully continue our winning ways. Get another big victory for ourselves this season here. Right, so Jadon Sancho bring the ball forward early on. Let's find Garnacho, who obviously will be leaving Man United at Rose. Hoyland header goes wide to the post until he either retires or gets a move to the MLS or actually goes to Saudi in like a year or two. But here is Adeyemi. Looking to find a way through the Man United backline early on in this game. Sunset finds Anthony, then going to form a Man United man. He hits it wide to the post into Rasmus Hoyland. Good steal there from Ronaldo. So Ronaldo in the challenges is such an insane defender. Same with Diamande. They're both really good in like one-on-one defending, like in like interceptions and getting the ball off attackers. So that is their job. As Sunset can't get past the lip there. So Hoyland holds it up, gets it back to Eriksson, and find a way through. So we go to Sunset. Sunset can play it through to Anthony Elanga here, the former Man United man. This time shoots, and there's a good save from Unai Simon. But Simon come back to Adeyemi here. And Pavlovic in here. Ardagula doesn't get the shot, but will win a penalty in the process. Di Lorenzo gives away the penalty there. The referee says it's a pen, so we take it. We'll see it again in the replay here. Is it a penalty? I mean, there's got to be a pen, to be honest. He did just run into him and block him off there. It's going to be a penalty for us to take the lead here. It's going to be Oyhan Sunset stepping up to take it. Our striker, the number 10, the Spaniard. Can he beat his former Bilbao teammate in Oyhan Simon in goal? To make it 1-0 here to Forest. Yes, he does. There's no other penalty. I didn't aim in the top left corner completely for some reason, but Sunset makes it 1-0. That's all that matters. You probably heard me like moving in the left hand or six, trying to aim it all the way to the top left, but for some reason the last one didn't count. I just put it where it did, but thankfully Simon went the opposite way. So these would have faced off in training drills at Bilbao, doing penalties, but here Sunset gets the better of his fellow Spaniard and former Bilbao teammate and puts us 1-0 up here, courtesy of the penalty given away and won by Odegula and given away, like I said, by Di Lorenzo. Here's got the invincibility of the kick-off, finds Ugarte. Ball into Hoyland, and that's probably going to be going to Trafford. Great save. Keep going at out wide here to Jen and Sancho. Sancho now stepping inside here. Sancho shoots Trafford, good save, and Trafford comes out and collects it. Ball to Bruno Fernandes. Here's Rashford, who hits it. Trafford again, great save. United are going to score pretty soon in this game. The momentum is all there. So looking at the words, that'll be great. As that pass is going to be way over here, and that's going to go all the way through to Unai Simon. Now here's Odegula. Odegula can send Sunset through to get his second goal of the game and make it 2-0. Sunset denied by his fellow Basque, his Basque teammate there in Simon. This time, no. Now Alanga here to Odegula. Oh, great play. Sunset shoots and Simon, good save there with his feet. That pass is meant for Adeyemi, but it's gone to Sunset. We actually get it through to Adeyemi here to get the goal straight from kickoff, and we do so. That ended up working out there. The pass from Odegula was meant to go straight to Adeyemi. You sort of run that I tried to manufacture there with him to make him run inside. It actually did work out. Thankfully, he held his run and stayed on side when it got given to Sunset, who gets the assist. And we take a 2-0 lead in this game. It's great work there from, obviously, Adeyemi to stay on side of a great ball through. And it's a great finisher from Adeyemi as well, into the bottom corner. Low driven there. No saving that for Simon. We now have a 2-goal lead in this game. And we take a 2-goal lead straight after kick-off, and you have to see it. Let me take the free kick, interesting. Oh, Adeyemi's in here. Adeyemi for the hat-trick. Adeyemi gets that. No, it's actually not a hat-trick for Adeyemi, sorry. It's 2 goals to Adeyemi, I believe. He's on for a hat-trick in this game, and it's a 3-0 lead here against 5th place. Man United at the City Ground, you love to see it. And Adeyemi, well, it's meant to be in front of his fans, but he's doing it towards the trees for some reason, but, you know, it'd be what it be. And it's a great assist there and a great finisher from Adeyemi. He puts his 3 goals up in this game. And I think Sunset's got a goal and 2 assists in this one. And he's been such a big reason why we're ahead in this game. And since they're 3-0 up, I'm going to make a few changes. I'm not really seeing some of our substitute players for a while. So we're going to bring on the likes of Jota Silva, Luis Slater, the Youth Academy talent. I mean, Adeyemi's on for a hat-trick, so I actually want to keep him on. We'll put him down the right and do I put Slater down the right? We'll put Adeyemi down the right in this one. And other than that, do I want to make any other changes? Do we give Constantelias a run out in this game? We could also maybe bring on Oscarson for Sunset and put Sunset at cam maybe. Bruno Fernandes in here to Marcus Rashford. Ball through into Rasmus Højlund and Trafford. What a save again. Trafford has made some insane saves in this whole series, let alone this game alone. Sunset making a good run. Not the angle that I really wanted him to run. I tried to adjust it, but again didn't do so. Odegula apparently gets away a handball there. Rashford. There's good defending from Milner. Here goes Luis Slater, the Youth Academy talent we found last season, who's been incredible for us since we found him. And the ball needed more on it. I feel like over the top through balls in this game are either just too much or way too little in terms of the power. Like that there needs to be up and over into the box for Slater to run onto. Speaking of Slater, here he goes. In here to Sunset. This time returns it perfectly there. Sunset to get another assist. And Luis Slater's taken that in the box by Di Lorenzo, who gives away his second penalty of the game. Somehow does not get a red card for that challenge. He has no leg to stand up for that, to complain about giving away a penalty here. I mean, to be fair, there's not much contact, but the cynicality of it is, you know, I'm gonna give it to Adeyemi. I was thinking about giving it to Slater, but we're gonna give it to Adeyemi for the hat trick. Can the German international get his hat trick against Man United here? Adeyemi bags his hat trick. You'd love to see it. Goes bottom right. Last time I went left with Sunset, and Simon went left this time. but went to the right. And we scored 2 penalties in this game, giving them both away by the Italian Di Lorenzo. And somehow he's still on the pitch. Not too sure how. And that should have been a red card there for him. But Adeyemi gets a hat-trick in this game. You love to see it. You know, for the final 20 or so minutes, we're going to bring on Jota Silva and give him some minutes in this game. Simon rating-wise. That's Louis Slater here, trying to get past the defence, and it's done so. Patience paid off there. And it's inside it. Louis Slater still going. But here's Eriksson, last-ditch challenge to deny the youngster. The header as well, Odegula. Looking for Sunset, finds him. Good move there by Sunset into Louis Slater. Louis Slater to get a goal, somehow denied there. But you know what, fair enough. I guess he just wants to get some minutes. As Eddie Anderson, why not? Anderson from range. Let's force a great set there from Unai Simon. Here goes Joshua Zirkzee. Denied there by Miguel Gutierrez, and that should be the end of the game here. It is going to be the end of the game with Man United. Might have one more opportunity here as they get the ball into Rasmus Højlund. He's actually running through here. Højlund, the Dane, shoots, and that's a great save there from Trafford again against a team that usually play at Old Trafford. He's got number 37. What happened to his kit number? And that's going to be cleared away. No, it's not. It's going to fall down to Bruno Fernandes, and Trafford again. What a save. And Man United missed it like late on with the late. On another day, United get a draw here or possibly win this game, because they could have scored 6 or 7 goals. So could we though. We scored 4, they scored 0. It's a massive 3 points for us. And it was a great game. United, like I said, could have scored more. Could have scored a goal at least in this game, but somehow didn't do so. Trafford, with an insane game, deserves probably like a much higher rating than an 8.8, but you know, it will take it. And what a game that was, and what a big win it is for us in the title race this season. Up against Everton here, we'll pick up a 3-1 victory with Sosa scoring a goal, Jota scoring, and also Nico Williams scored a goal there. And up against AS Monaco back in the Champions League, get a 2-0 win with Sunset scoring twice. Against Brighton, we get another win here with Adeyemi and Sunset scoring, and also here against Spurs, we get another win. Alright, so that's going to call it for the end of today's episode. And if you got to enjoy it, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Also check out the end-to-end rebuild I did yesterday on the channel, and the other content I've been posting here. Obviously the other Chroma content and the other Ultimate Team content I have done recently. And that's going to call it for this one. So like I said, thank you for watching. Drop a like and subscribe, and goodbye.